Hi, parents of Little Arrows. I hope you were able to listen to our overview video of how we want to strengthen parents and families this fall of 2019. And so now I'm gonna dive into the Little Arrows specifically. So if you didn't watch the other video, you should watch that. You'll get the idea of what we're doing, and hopefully this video is shorter for you now as it pertains to specifically the Little Arrows Children's Church time and your Little Arrow child. So I want to show you a document. It's going to look like that. It's going to be attached to your email that you're getting here. It's not very aesthetically pleasing. It's not very fancy. It's black and white. It's kind of dull and boring, but it has those 4 key times from the other video: your morning prayer, your travel time discussion, your dinner time story, and your bedtime questions that can help enhance what they're learning during Little Arrows Children's Church during our worship service at Maplewood. And so I want to run through what they're going to be learning. Starting on September 8th, for the month of September, for 4 units, they're going to be learning about creation in Genesis chapter 1 and 2. The first week, they're going to be learning that God made everything. The second week, they're going to be learning that God made animals. The third week, they're going to be learning that God made people. And the fourth week, they're going to be learning that God loves Adam and Eve, even though they chose to sin in the Garden of Eden. So I want to look at some ideas in each of those areas. I want to run through those really quick. And as Little Arrows, I hope to give a special activity time or activity idea list beyond those 4 key times, because I know that Little Arrows are at home more if they're not in school yet. And they like to do things a little bit more hands-on than perhaps older kids. So hopefully these are not going to be complicated. For example, your morning prayers during the first week, just thank God for making the light and the day, because they talk about the sun and the moon this first week. The second week, thanks for the animals, and so on and so forth. And if you do that one time during the week, it brings them back to, oh yeah, I learned that in Little Arrows on Sunday, and it just strengthens what has already been there. Some travel time discussion. Ask your kid as you drive down the road, point out to something and say, hey, do you know what day God made that? Day 1, 2, 3, or 4, or 5, or 6? And that's going to take you also remembering exactly what days God created things. Dinner time stories, there's ideas for you as parents to share, also ideas for you to ask your kids, bedtime questions, and then the activities. For example, one of them is just to make a garden with Play-Doh and just say, hey, what do you think was in the Garden of Eden? And let them make that with Play-Doh. So those are some ideas built around those 4 key times of the day. And again, I hope that you do I think that doing any of these is going to be a win. It's going to strengthen what is already in place for your kid when they come to Maplewood's Little Arrows class. So thanks for your time. I'm glad that it was only 3 minutes. I hoped it was going to be short enough for that. And we hope that this helps you as a parent be more effective in discipling your kid.